Hi everybody, I'm Becky Singleton and you're on Happy, Healthy, and Fit today. I have a couple of guests and they're going to join us in a minute, but we're going to discuss how we overcame those forks in the road. Do we go right? Do we go left? Do we stay still? We're going to talk about that today here on Happy, Healthy, and Fit.
Can you show me the way? Can you show me the way? Can you show me? Baby, can you show me the way? Can you show me the way? Can you show me the way? Can you show me? Baby, can you show me the way?
Well, welcome back. This is part 2 of our Fork in the Road conversation. If you missed last week's episode, join us. This is a great time for you to pick up Michelle and Sheleah's stories. And if this is the first time you're seeing us, this is Sheleah Monéa.
Hey.
And this is Michelle, my sister, my daughter. We're just talking today. And so I wanted to...
The genes run strong with this one, huh?
Yeah, the genes run strong.
We can't deny each other.
No, you can't. But we were talking about a fork in the road. And this comes from my Wisdom of the Oracle. And these are great little cards that I use all the time just for a reflection of the day or a way to direct me and just meditate a little bit on something that I need to focus on. So they shared their stories last time, and I'm going to share a couple of fork in the roads, but they're related. They're very similar, and sometimes the universe will show you the same lesson to see if you learned it. How do you react to it? So I got the same lesson again, and kind of like it's like deja vu. I've been here before. So one of my forks in the road was that I was in a situation. I was hanging on to a marriage. I didn't want to necessarily get divorced, but it was not good. It was what I call my warm and shitty situation. I had a spouse that wouldn't go to work, and it was very difficult. I took care of everything, but that person wasn't nice to me. And I was struggling daily to maintain the household. And then I decided one time before Sheleah had gone to college, if this doesn't improve, I'm done. I had made a date and time. I planned myself. I'm not doing this again. And put that date in. That date came around. Nothing improved. I'd asked him to do some things, make some changes, and he just told me he wouldn't. So, I should have known right then, but I was trying to make it through till she graduated. And, what I realized about that situation was he was always looking for someone better. I found out he had a girlfriend. He was always looking for something better. He thought there was something better than me. And I finally was like, yeah, I'm done. But there was no emotion around it. And early in the first segment, I was saying to the ladies that I didn't have a lot of emotion when the breakups happened. I didn't cry. I didn't get upset.
I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. Thank you for that song.
I'm not going to cry. And because I had already mourned my loss through the time it led up for me to go. That is something I compartmentalize things. I wasn't tapped into my feelings. But when it's time to go, I take my sword and gone. I don't even think twice. And I have no feeling around it because I know what I've suffered. And they've experienced that with me. But going back to the lesson was, I constantly was meeting men who always thought there was something better than me. And, I had to come to a point where I felt like, well, you got to go. You don't have to stay here. That particular spouse, I asked him, why didn't you go and leave and be with her? Because you didn't want to be here with me, why would you torture us like that? And the reality was I was the money maker, and that person did not have any money. So he was hanging on for financial reasons, which is never a good situation to do. So let's fast forward. Now I ran up against a similar experience where, you know, I thought I was starting to get something going with someone, and I like realized that they had like a harem of women that were feeding off of them, or he was feeding off of them, and you know, whatever it was, it didn't make me feel good. And I decided, like, yeah, I'm done. You know, I had done so much for this person. I had been a big support system for this person, and I felt the same way I felt with that spouse when they were looking for somebody better. You know, I'm awesome. Any man who gets me has hit the jackpot. And if you can't see that visually, that was my fork on the road. Do I like sit here and hang in and see if he picks me, or, you know, no, I'm not doing that. Someone's going to see my worth. They're going to want to be with me, and I'm not going to have to fight that. If you're not sure of what you want in life, you know, that's one thing, but not to communicate that or to put people in positions where I don't want to be in that type of position. I didn't ask for that. I would never have put that person in that position.
It's called consideration.
Yeah, you have to have some consideration. I'm talking if you spent time getting to know this person or making some efforts. I put a lot of effort in both situations.
Right.
And
but a lot of people, I feel, lack consideration for others. They only have consideration for themselves.
Okay. Yeah, right? I feel like, you know, it's okay to be selfish in terms of taking care of yourself.
Of course.
But I don't think it's good when you see someone helping and putting out and giving you opportunities to be a better person, or affords you opportunities to you know, give you things that will help uplift you, and you don't return it. I am all done with. Right. If you don't reciprocate,
I completely agree.
Don't even come near me. Like, I'm not doing that. There has to be an equal give and take. Absolutely. And, you know, I'm known in my family as a serial caregiver. I'm the serial caregiver. I am going to always say, even when my sister showed up, where were we? And you needed something. I got up and got it. Oh, we went out to eat in San Antonio. She's like, oh, I didn't get a spoon. I immediately just got up. And, you know, I wasn't waiting until the waitress came back around to get her what she needed. That's how I operate. I want to take care of my people. I want to make sure everybody has what they need. It's really important that you understand who you are. You know, and I can't overdo that with anybody, especially someone new. You know, and I've decided, you know what, it's time. I've kind of open space for somebody who doesn't want it. And I'm sitting here thinking, why am I holding still a difference of time? You know, I've literally kind of been actively waiting for someone to work themselves out, and then to see that they're not even interested, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And it's time for me to open myself up for new love and new opportunity. And so, you know, and that's starting to, you know, come in for me, because that's what I've asked for. To have someone of my highest good come and show me the love that I deserve. And when you're out there in relationships and you're not sure what to do with that fork in the road, be still for a second. It's okay to say, hey, can you please help me, guide me on what direction I should go in, and who do you want to see me with? Because the universe, our angels, and everything is always helping coordinate what you need to be doing. And so sometimes you think you got to do it by yourself, or you're supposed to be finding that person. You know, that person will show up and arrive the way they're supposed to. And whatever's meant for you is meant for you. Nothing that happens, nothing that takes away. I said in the beginning of the video that whatever choice you decide, it's not a bad choice. It's just you'll get whatever experience you're going to get with choice A, choice B, choice C. Now, if you were supposed to take choice C and you decide to take choice A, it's kind of like, you know, rather than taking a plane from Boston to California, you walked from Boston to California. You're going to still get there, but you're going to take the hard road. I mean, it all depends on what kind of journey you're looking for. And so for me, the fork in the road was enough with dealing with people who don't see my value. And I'm not having that. And at this point in my life, I deserve the greatest person to arrive. And someone who is my equal, somebody who can work interdependently with me, and we can support one another and be loving to one another and, be each other's best friend. That's, that's amazing. I see that with my daughter and her husband. They have a great relationship. And my sister and her husband, they've spent years working their stuff out. Yeah. And I just had never been afforded a man who wanted to work that out with me. They wanted to take me for my resources and my lovingness, and I'm not giving like that anymore. I'm going to give a proper amount of love and give to the proper man who's given me proper love and give. Like, there has to be this dance that goes back and forth. The borders have been closed.
And it's an interesting piece too, because part of what you've done is people tell you who they are, and you have to be present enough to see it and listen to them when they tell you. And they tell you not only with words but with their actions, right?
Or lack
listen
of.
to them.
Yeah, exactly.
They tell you.
Yes,
lack
100%.
Listen, I'm not going to stand you up.
It's okay.
And then they stand you up.
Bless them and let them go on to their greatness.
Let's talk about that. One thing I'm never ever going to do, I will always wish whoever it is, love and peace. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to have peace and joy. And, that's how we raise the level of life here. Or, there's low vibration, there's high vibration.
Right.
I'm always going to stay high. Even if someone, quote, broke my heart, I'm still going to wish. If I love them the way I said I love them, I want them to have love.
Definitely.
And maybe that's what they need from me is that action of love,
Right.
So
maybe even if it's from a distance.
Right.
Even if it's from a distance. Right. I mean, I'll love you deep, but, there's a protective measure I've had to take when I'm making these choices. And I've been, going along. Things are happening for me, and my life is peaceful. I'm very grounded. Yeah. And peace, my home is peaceful. I don't like drama. I'm not going to include drama in my life. Yeah. I will support you if you need me. But if you don't want it, you need to ask yourself, especially if someone's giving you love and offering you things and knowing you need that support, why aren't you receiving it? Don't you deserve it? Yeah. So I hope you got something out of this. We wanted to share our forks in the road and our experiences, because I think that always helps a lot of people. So we appreciate you joining us here today on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. I'm Becky Singleton, and we are just like you.
Can you show me the way? Can you show me the way? Can you show me? Baby, can you show me the